Alright, good morning guys. Hopefully you can hear and see me. The wind is ripping and I'm down low to the ground, but I'm going to show you how I do breakfast and rehydrate my meals. So this is a can of isobutane. I'm going to take that. This is my stove. I don't know how well this is going to work. The wind is really ripping and I'm kind of sheltered here. So you pull out your stove, screw it on. Okay, get that set up there. Next you need the water for your meal. So this is a thing of oatmeal. This requires 1 1/4 cup. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in here. Okay, about 1 1/4. Set it on top. I'm going to go ahead and cover it so it boils faster. Then I'm going to turn my gas on and light it. Woo. Try to get it a little closer. Alright, and then when that boils, I'm going to pour it in here. So I'll bring it back on for that. Okay, so it's done boiling. That was pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. This isn't too hot. I'm going to wait a second and then pour that because those handles are hot. So all I'm going to do is tilt it here, pour it. Okay, set it off to the side. I'm going to take my spoon, stir it. I'm going to seal up the bag. And then I'm just going to let this stand for a couple minutes and we'll be ready to eat. And that's that. And there you go. Now you got your oatmeal. Delicious breakfast. Morning, y'all. So this is day 3. And the main mission for day 3 is to get over Pegan Pass. It's just over 7,000 feet high. About 8 miles from where we started this morning. And it's looking like it's going to be another beautiful day. Beautiful hot day. I'm going to try to do a good job of taking breaks and hydrating and eating good today, because I think that coupled with the heat may have caught up with me a little bit yesterday, but man, I'm feeling a lot better. I got much better sleep last night. Got a solid probably 6 to 8 hours, well 7-8 hours even. I'm feeling way better. Today should be primarily working my way up towards Pegan Pass, and then I'll go over that and I'll have about another 7 miles after the pass until I hit my campsite. And then I'm going to try to find out if I need any micro spikes, so those traction devices for the snow, to go over Pawtucket Pass that I talked about yesterday. And if I do, I'll probably go into town, maybe even this afternoon if I get there early enough, because tomorrow's supposed to rain a whole bunch, and that kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. If I go in, because I'll avoid the nasty weather, and then I'll be able to get the micro spikes. But if I don't need the micro spikes, odds are I'm going to stay out here, because going into town means spending money, and I want to try to keep the cost down as much as I can. But anyways, beautiful morning. I'm going to get after it. Oh, there he goes. He just ran off to the right. You can hear him. See if we can catch him again. There he is. Oh, he's in velvet. He's beautiful. Let's see, can you see him when it's way far out? Let's see if he'll stick around. Looks like the clouds are moving in. Hopefully it doesn't storm up top in the pass. That would not be very fun. Whew! Kept my feet dry. A little hopscotch across the stream. Really pretty. Here we go. Well, got another bear up ahead. Fortunately, I saw it coming around the corner. The ears are right on top of its head, so My guess is another young bear, but beautiful grizzly. She's probably about 100 yards right over here. Saw it as I was coming around the corner. So now I'm just waiting. Actually, what ticked me off to it, not ticked me off, but what tipped me off to it rather, I saw a little, like a rabbit run across here, and I was like, well, let me yell a little bit and see if I can't alert something. And as I came around this corner, I saw a nice brown grizzly bear. So now I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I heard it moved into the wood line here. It was just curious. It was trying to figure out where I was at. Their eyesight isn't very good, but they can smell and they can hear very well. So I could tell it could hear me, but it couldn't find me. It was trying to figure out where I was at. So it stood up on its back legs and it looked around. I think it kind of saw me a little bit, and I've been, I was thrashing the brush here really good, yelling, whistling. So it knows I'm here, like 100%. It knows I'm here, and I think it's just trying to figure out what the heck I am. But I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, because what I don't know is if it's a mom with cubs down in there and she's just trying to figure out and locate the danger, or if it's, it could be a cub itself looking around. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit and then hammer the brush really hard and yell. That way it's really obvious where I'm at. I've got the bear mace ready to go right here, obviously. But yeah, I'm just going to be patient, admire the scenery, and listen for this bear, because it's not, they can be quiet, but this is pretty thick brush. You can hear them pretty good. Alrighty. I don't want none. Oh, there you are. There's something. Is that a black bear? Hey! 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 Get out of here. Hey! Get out of here. Hey! Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Hey! 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 Come on. Keep going. Let's go. I just got off and I started creeping up, and a massive black bear walked right in front of me, started coming down the trail. He is right in here. This is crazy, man. So I had a brown bear I walked up on, and then I start trying to go past the brown bear, and then had a massive black bear across the trail. Like, the black bear is bigger than the brown bear. Or grizzly bear. Sorry. Brown bear, by the way, are the ones that have access to fish. That's the delineation between the two, and I think it's really silly that people will try to distinguish between the two, man. It's a brown bear, whatever. Grizzly bear, whatever you want to call it, man. It's got teeth and it's brown. Alright, let's see if a polar bear will come out the next time I walk down this trail. Oh, man. What a morning. That'll wake you up. I didn't feel in terrible danger from either one of those bears. One, because the brown bear knew I was there. And it was, the grizzly bear knew I was there and was looking around. He was really concerned about finding me, which is a good thing. And it took off pretty quick. The black bear I saw come out, and I thought I saw a black shape cross the trail, so I backed up a couple yards. And then he started coming directly down the trail at me. And I was like, well, I don't know. Is this bear being aggressive? Or does it just not see me yet? Because the wind's blowing against me. So they couldn't pick up my scent, which is their number one tool for figuring things out. Like I said, their vision's not super great. So I yelled and thrashed the bush. He saw me and then walked the trail like 5 feet at me, and then hung a left into the woods and walked off. So all in all, great bear encounters. Glad I saw them before they saw me, and was able to alert them to my presence as well. Big thanks to that rabbit that ran across the trail that pulled my attention up because I was kind of had my head down, and I had been calling out, but I hadn't yelled in a while. So I saw that rabbit cross, and I was like, oh, let me just throw a couple hay bears at him and a couple yells and see what happens. And yeah, sure enough, the bear came out. But yeah, so that's 3 bear in 3 days. 2 grizzly bear and 1 black bear. We're doing pretty good. So throughout Glacier, there's a lot of people with horses, and it's pretty cool. You'll come to these points here and you'll have splits for going over creeks usually. So you'll have a hiker trail, obviously, and a horse ford off to the right. And that's pretty cool because it splits everything up. And it's also neat to see people out here doing the horse packing too, because they come out and camp for a couple days. I've seen a couple horses since I've been out here. And I definitely see signs of them, not right now, but they leave their mark, if you know what I mean, on the trail. Okay. A bear left that. This almost doesn't even look real. It's incredible. Waterfall in the back of the valley. Amazing. You can see the rainbow in the mist there. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. Moose. Hi, handsome. Oh, young bull. Oh, you don't have to leave, man. He was chowing down. He was actually, let me back up here. Okay. He was sitting on that snow patch right there, just getting a drink. Cooling off. Amazing. Almost to the top of the pass. Very windy. Hey folks, just checking in after coming over Pegan Pass, and I am on the amazing downhill to the Going to the Sun road, paved road down there that cuts all the way through the park, and it has been incredible. The trails here are graded so nicely. Like on the Appalachian Trail, the AT, when it sees a mountain, it's like, oh, you want to go over the mountain? You're going over it right now, and you just go straight up. And there might be some switchbacks, but man, it is quick. However, out here, they do such a good job of keeping the gradient manageable. I mean, yeah, you're still huffing and puffing going over it, but it's none of those heart attacks like I've had on the AT where it's just pounding you straight up the hill, just absolutely killing you. Met a lot of really nice people. One really interesting gentleman named Boston. Chatted with him at the top of the pass, and what he's doing is taking his van and he's basically creating a highlight reel out of the Continental Divide Trail. So he's hitting all those highlight sections all along the trail, and that way he doesn't have to do the quote junk miles, you know, that aren't as beautiful. I think that's a wonderful idea. I think that's so cool to have that adventure where, one, you're getting the car camping, the convenience to be able to have the amenities of, we'll call it home, because you can pack a lot more in a vehicle, obviously, but still being able to get out here and do overnight trips and really just see the highlights. I think that's such a great way to see the trail. It is about noon right now, and I've only got 4 miles left today, which means I'm going to get into camp quite early, and then I'll do a little bit of planning. I'll check on the weather, and then check on some trail conditions, figure out if I need to go into town and go get those micro spikes or not. And it is supposed to start storming tonight, sometime early afternoon to mid-evening. Thunderstorms are going to start coming in, and then it is going to continue all day tomorrow. Fortunately, all of my hiking is down low tomorrow. I don't have to go over any big passes, so that's nice. I'd rather not do that with the thunderstorms. So yeah, we'll see how things go. And yeah, this is just amazing, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Fields of wildflowers, stunning mountains behind me. Unreal. All right, talk to you later. So I'm sitting here filtering water, and I'm thinking that this stream is prime to soak your feet in. So I think I'm gonna go downstream here a little bit and soak my feet for a while. Oh man, that's cold. Oh, whew. Good night. Oh, that's painful. Right, made it down to the Going to the Sun road, and I found my first CDT trail marker. Check that out, how cool. Okay, only about a mile to camp. Here we go. I'm one hiker at a time. Oof. Another bouncy one. Oof. Oh, it's missing. Oh, oh God. Oh, yeah, when it starts swaying, this one's really bad. Oh, God. Pretty. Woo! Alright, almost at the end. Let's run for it. Alright, we made it. Alrighty, folks. Reynolds Creek campground tour time. Woo, woo, woo. Let's go. Okay, we've got the bear hang area here. So that's where all the food and all the smellables are at, and all your cooking wear. So that's just hung up here. And I'll show you guys in a video soon, but it's pretty easy to do. You just tie something with some weight to one end, chuck it over, and then clip your bag up, and then reel your bag up, and then you just tie it off down there. Super simple. I'll get it on video here in a little bit. This is the eating area right here. And now, let's go check out the facilities. Right, the Reynolds Privy. Nice little outhouse here. Let's have a look. Nope, nobody's in there. I didn't think so. There you go, there's the throne. Even got the crescent moon in there for a little window, it looks like. Nice, very nice. Alrighty folks, got here at about 2 o'clock, so I've got a lot of time to hang out. So I think what I'm going to do is soak my feet, do some really good stretching, use that little cork ball, really roll my muscles and do a lot of good recovery tasks to keep my body going down the trail. Okay, talk to you soon. What up guys? So end of day wrap up. I'm at the Reynolds Creek campsite, which you got a tour of earlier. I am camping with 3 other hikers, one of which is the first CDT Thru hiker that I have met on this trail. Really great guy. He is moving a lot faster than I am, which is what's been going on with a lot of the Thru hikers I've heard of, because they're just busting out miles right out the gate, which is freaking awesome. Like I said, I'm going to take a slower approach and then try to speed things up as it goes on, because like I said, I wasn't able to get quite the train up that I wanted to get due to the surgery that I had to have, so that derailed things a little bit. So in lieu of a training program, I'm just doing some training while I'm out here, which just means taking it slowly and then speeding up at a later point. Anyways, had a wonderful day. It was awesome going over Pegan Pass. Got to see all kinds of wildlife. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the bears on video, but I was trying to stay focused on getting them deterred first. And if I get an opportunity where I think the bear is relaxed enough and I'm in a safe enough position, I will get the camera out, similar to that bear on the first day. But that makes 3 for the trip, which is pretty cool. 3 in 3 days so far. Tomorrow is going to be a 15-mile day, and it looks like it's all down low along the lakeside. And there's 2 things about that. One thing is that odds are I'll probably be able to move pretty fast throughout the day. The drawback of being down low like that are the bugs, and then also when I start out first thing in the morning, there's a lot of morning dew on the grass, and there's a lot of high grass between here and there, and it's gonna look like I jumped into a pool. I'm gonna be so soaking wet in the morning, so I'm thinking about just wearing my rain pants to start the day tomorrow, and then just wearing my underwear underneath them, because anything else I wear is just gonna be totally soaked. So I think that's gonna be my move until the sun comes up and dries everything, because it seriously looks like you jumped into a pool. Like my toes are like squishing in my socks. There's so much water in them from all the morning dew. Anyways, this closeout's getting long-winded. Gonna chat with you guys tomorrow, and yeah, see ya.